Hello, Michael. Great job. And considering that you created all of your ingredients from scratch, that makes it all the all the nicer for me at least. It's very refreshing. You've got a lot of ingredients, and so I would avoid the temptation to use everything multiple times. I'm going to open it up, make some comments about movement, but in general, I think just simplify. So we've got 2 weeks left. Good luck. Daniel, this was an exemplary post, and you embedded both your print ad and the web banner. I love the movement. This must have taken an enormous amount of time, and I can't wait to look at it in Photoshop. I talked about symmetry. Here you have made an asymmetrical arrangement, and here the type is centered. So, I like that you have the beginnings of an axis here. Perhaps move the URL over so that it's left aligned. And now this B is part of the logo, I'm assuming, right? Nice. You've left adequate room around it. I'm not sure the three-dimensional effect is necessary. I know that you created that successfully. And I would, on the print ad, certainly limit your type variations, because you've got this size of type, this type, which is slightly smaller and not bold. You've got the type of the logo, too, which you have to consider. And then you've got, this size type, this size type. So what is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 typefaces, really, are sizes of variations of type on the same thing. So, maybe this could be the same size as this, and maybe these two things could be the same size. I mentioned something about the barbell effect. Is it really necessary to have the water droplet balanced like this? So I would make this flush left, rag right. Perhaps find an axis. You could divide this according to the rule of thirds, and then put a left axis here to align type and logo with. Okay, the movement on this is really superior. I can't fault you for anything. You've discovered tweening. You've got this incredibly smooth motion going on here, and they they look alike, which is always a good thing. The scale of the logo, the palette, the quality of the image. I get it. It looks definitely from the same corporation. All right, I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to open this up in the web banner in Photoshop, hopefully. Michael, this is really superior. Clearly, you have figured out tweening. What's the interval on these frames? Is it zeros? Oh, I see. Wow. So that is 0.3 of a second. Yeah, you got it. A smoother movement is going to require more frames of shorter duration, right? So it's a little counterintuitive. But you figured it out. Okay, so the same thing here. I'm glad that you only used this once, and but consider perhaps making it larger, and don't hesitate to have it overlap both the green color solid and the photograph. What else can I say? Okay, one last thing. I don't mean to. Here's I guess the bee flew off the page here at this point. Oh, that's cool. All right. Yeah. Step-by-step movement. Really great job. Okay, one last comment. I had mentioned perhaps that this is an engraved typeface from the 19th century. I like it for contrast. It seems to go well with the bee body parts. But just know that it is a little bit dated. And if you align it, here is a vertical axis. Here, the stem of the lowercase r of the logo. Perhaps you could move the resources over so that visually these two things line up. And you can still have the bee, overlap with the antenna. All right, I'm going to leave this here. I look forward to seeing how you refine these.